Hello guys, welcome to Caesar's Teasers. In today's video, Cary, the man who defined charm. Born Archibald Alexander Leach on January 18, 1904 in Bristol, England, his early life was far from glamorous. His childhood was shadowed by poverty and heartbreak. His mother was sent to an asylum when he was just 9, and he grew up believing that she had died. Restless and yearning for escape, young Archie joined a traveling vaudeville troupe where acrobatics, mimicry, and wit became his survival. Those early years on stage sculpted the balanced voice and confidence that would later make him a Hollywood legend. In the 1930s, he arrived in America, reinventing himself as Cary Grant, tall, elegant, effortlessly debonair. With his crisp accent, mischievous smile, and impeccable timing, he embodied sophistication like no one before him. Films like Bringing Up Baby, His Girl Friday, and The Philadelphia Story turned him into the ultimate leading man, suave yet human, witty yet warm. When Alfred Hitchcock cast him in Notorious and North by Northwest, Grant's charm deepened into mystery. He became the man every woman desired and every man admired. Behind the polished image, however, lay a private, thoughtful soul. He was known for his humility, discipline, and quiet insecurities about his humble beginnings. Despite his dazzling success, he never fully escaped the ache of his lost childhood. Cary married 5 times, seeking the love and peace that fame could never bring him. His only child, Jennifer Grant, born in 1966 to actress Diane Cannon, became the center of his world. In his later years, he retired gracefully from acting, choosing instead to travel, reflect, and savor the simple joys of fatherhood. On November 29, 1986, while preparing for a stage appearance in Iowa, Cary Grant suffered a fatal stroke. He was 82. His passing marked the end of an era, the rare age of fit, style, and pure cinematic magic. Cary Grant remains to this day the golden silhouette of Hollywood's dream, an orphan who became a gentleman, a performer who became poetry in motion, and a man who made elegance look effortless. Cary Grant's personal life was as complex and intriguing as the characters he played, a mixture of charm, longing, and quiet vulnerability, hidden behind a perfect smile. Beneath the image of the confident gentleman lived a man haunted by a childhood of loss and solitude. Born Archibald Leach, he grew up in poverty, his father distant and unreliable, and his beloved mother suddenly sent away to an asylum, a trauma that left him with deep emotional scars. He did not learn she was alive until he was in his 30s, a revelation that reshaped his understanding of love and trust forever. In his search for affection and belonging, Cary Grant married 5 times, each union reflecting both his yearning for stability and his restless heart. His first marriage was to actress Virginia Sherrill in 1934, a brief and turbulent relationship that ended in divorce within a year. Later came marriages to Barbara Houghton, the Woolworth heiress, whose immense wealth contrasted with Grant's modest roots, yet their marriage was surprisingly gentle, ending amicably after 3 years. He then wed Betsy Drake, his co-star in Every Girl Should Be Married. She introduced him to the introspection and self-development, even influencing his later experiments with LSD therapy under medical supervision, an unusual pursuit for the time, through which he sought inner peace and emotional healing. His 4th marriage to actress Diane Cannon both brought passion and transformation. Though more than 30 years his junior, Diane became the mother of his only child, Jennifer Grant, born in 1966. Fatherhood softened him profoundly. He often said that becoming the father was the best role I have ever played. Even after their divorce, he remained deeply devoted to Jennifer, choosing to retire from films to spend more time with her. In his final years, Cary found serenity with Barbara Harris, a hotel public relations agent whom he married in 1981. With her, he experienced the quiet companionship he had long sought. Far from the cameras, he lived simply, gardening, traveling, and cherishing the domestic peace that had eluded him in youth. Though the world knew him as the epitome of confidence and sophistication, Cary Grant's personal life revealed a tender, searching man, one who spent his years learning that true elegance is not in appearance but in understanding understanding oneself and forgiving the past. In his later years, Cary Grant stepped gracefully away from the world of bright lights and cameras, choosing instead a life of reflection, family, and quiet dignity. After decades of fame, he no longer sought applause, he sought peace. Having retired from acting in 1966, he dedicated himself to being a devoted father to his daughter Jennifer. In November 1986, while preparing for a stage appearance in Davenport, Iowa, Cary Grant began to feel unwell. He insisted that there was no need for concern, ever the gentleman avoiding fuss, but later that evening he suffered a severe stroke. Despite medical efforts, he passed away peacefully on November 29, 1986 at the age of 82. His death sent a hush through Hollywood, as though the golden age itself had dimmed. Tributes poured in from around the world. Colleagues remembered him as impeccable grace. Friends mourned him, his humor, and the kindness. Katharine Hepburn called him irreplaceable, while Alfred Hitchcock said, "He was the only actor I ever loved in my whole life." Cary Grant left behind no scandals, no bitterness, only a legacy of style, warmth, and humanity. Cary Grant's interest in psychedelics and drugs is one of the lesser-known surprising chapters of his life, reflecting his lifelong search for emotional balance and self-understanding. Despite his polished debonair public image, Grant struggled privately with insecurities, anxiety, and the lingering trauma of his difficult childhood. In the 1950s and 60s, he became one of Hollywood's first high-profile figures to experiment the LSD under professional supervision. Unlike recreational use, this was therapeutic. Grant sought to confront buried fears, childhood wounds, and emotional barriers that even decades of success had not erased. He reportedly underwent guided LSD sessions with psychiatrists, exploring the psyche to understand patterns in his relationships, his recurring loneliness, and his tendency to mask vulnerability with charm and wit. Some biographers suggest that these experiences helped him cultivate greater emotional intelligence, making him a more patient husband, a more devoted father, and a more introspective man. Some unknown facts about Cary Grant. Born Archibald Leach. His real name was Archibald Alexander Leach. He changed it when he arrived in Hollywood to create a more glamorous, remarkable identity. Troubled childhood. His mother was institutionalized when he was 9, and he grew up believing she had died. Vaudeville beginnings. Before Hollywood, Grant performed in British vaudeville and acrobatics troupes, traveling the country as a teenager. Multilingual charm. Grant could speak several languages, including French and some Italian, which helped him connect with European filmmakers and fans during his travels. Pioneered LSD therapy. Unusual for a Hollywood star, Cary experimented with LSD under professional supervision to confront personal insecurities and childhood trauma. Multiple marriages. He married 5 times, including to actress Diane Cannon, with whom he had his only child. Retired at his peak. Grant retired from films in 1966 at the height of his fame, choosing privacy, travel, and family over further stardom, a rarity in Hollywood. Devoted father. Though a glamorous screen icon, he was hands-on father to Jennifer, often attending school events and prioritizing her upbringing over work. His effortless elegance and wit weren't just for the screen. Friends and co-stars frequently noted his warmth, humor, and humility behind the public image. Stay tuned for more great biographies, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and keep watching Caesar's Teasers.